It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Falcons' bruising running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Falcons and the Bears, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about story. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now back to throw. over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll look to throw again, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Falcons at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss resulted.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come out now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Holmes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal. But we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here. And they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they approach this drive with confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on the first two throws has them bubbling out and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It's taken to the 26. Bust through the tackle. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his toe.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Holding. Offense.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They dial up the... Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To throw. And that is incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And caught by London. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Second and a yard at the 26-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coach?
Second and 5. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Chicago.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Holmes. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches, 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Chicago.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the return stops at the for the visitors, it is going to be a
It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And we've got the Chargers' star linebacker. He picked up a sack last week as part of an 8-tackle game. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 93 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got Otten. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got a... Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. And he returns this to the 22. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, And you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline, so that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, third time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the run defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not... Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, guys, thanks very much.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got Otten on the out route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Finding Otten once more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And it's caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Chargers offense back onto the field. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he can't
pass coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got him in, complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. And he is caught. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes will throw. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Chargers now down by 4, a little over 50 seconds remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And that's caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Back to throw. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. He's back to throw. Throwing right in is going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Falcons leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Falcons and the Rams on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 68 yards.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's #3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to #1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here.
He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 38. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They'll drop the throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. Will be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
2nd and 5. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here now, 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw again. Looking for London on the out route complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Here is 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Byron Young. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta regains possession of the football. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Aaron Donald. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Bradley Pinion now. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception. Their offense in great shape.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Fights through him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown. Of Point attempt to follow here. Now the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going right side here, and that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That one goes for 8 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Over to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
A throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's out right at the 25. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll set up to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he won't quite make it to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive on a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop the throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but now let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 1. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. That time, a 9-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Here's 1st down.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Back to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to almost certainly win the football game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Falcons,
It's Madden NFL 24.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
2nd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Setting up the screen, here's Spiller.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. He'll look to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Looking to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Chargers at 10-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a 2nd and 10. hookup. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd down and 6 now. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they run it with Spiller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing inside here, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Spiller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.